And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. And hello again, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday afternoon edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and we have David Aldridge on our sideline. And our special guest tonight, welcoming in Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, Kevin, man, great to be here. I hate being up in that studio sometimes. I love it down here,
we
man.
We need you courtside.
Oh,
we
man,
need you
it feels
courtside.
so much better being with you guys and the mother, too.
DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden has led the league in points per game the last 3 seasons. And the Beard said, honestly, it's not even about me scoring. Teams are playing me for the pass. I just try to make the best play, and whether that's scoring or passing, every game is different. Kevin, back to you.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. Greg Popovich, the Spurs coach, Kenny, has talked about how the three-point shot is ruining the game. What do you say when you hear that?
Well, he's a participant of that.
I was about to say, like, he's the one that brought it to the forefront more than anybody.
Of it. But I think overall, yes, because people now take bad threes over good twos. So players don't have worse shot recognition.
I think they took bad twos just as much as they take bad threes. I mean, I'll never forget my college coach said, I had a teammate took a shot. It was a bad shot. And I got on him about it. And coach looked at me and he said, hey, you know, we don't yell at our shooting guard. He said, I never met a player that took a shot he wasn't trying to make. And that stood with me because you don't shoot it to miss, but that doesn't mean it's a good shot.
Right. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Schroeder in at the 1 spot. And for Brooklyn, they got Harris. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. LeBron, no luck. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Outside Irving. Down low. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Irving.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too. Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Brown kicks to Harden. Misses the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and it's in there.
I think it's important that Caldwell Pope makes these shots, showing real toughness, converting through contact.
Caldwell Pope against Irving. Pass to Harden. Lets the 3 fly. Gasol with the rebound.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
And this summer, Vince Carter retiring after his 22nd NBA season. That's a record for longevity in the game. Kenny, he's closer to our age than he is to some of his teammates.
Yeah, that's amazing. A guy could do it at this level so long and really help the team instead of just be on the team. He's an incredible athlete. That dedication and willingness is just rolled over into time.
Never had to be the main guy at this stage of his career, always wanting to supplement, help, tutor, mentor, and he stayed healthy.
Stayed healthy, that's the key. That shot is pure. Great play call. Working Irving off the ball where he can catch and shoot in rhythm.
James looking it over. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop him. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Free throw good, LeBron.
Well, there are only a handful of players who've been on the line more often than LeBron, and no surprise, every one of them a Hall of Famer. That's where he's headed to.
And both free throws good for LeBron. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Jordan. Kenny, these days you need versatile defenders. In your opinion, who does the best job of guarding from point guard to center in the NBA?
Oof, you got Kawhi, you got AD. I would add Paul George in the mix.
Sure.
I would add Patrick Beverly in the mix. I would add P.J. Tucker, guys who can play multiple defender positions. Avery Bradley, I would add him in there. You notice most of them on the same team, huh?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
You know, Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. First one falls for him. Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Schroeder hits them both. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Harden. Rebounded by the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotaged them. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
To the paint.
Nice D by Harden. When he's focused on it, his strength and length shows through at the end.
Nobody near Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Lakers trail by 4. LeBron outside. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Brown. Here's Irving. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The NBA definitely is a global product, and at the same time, Commissioner Silver reaffirming the league's American values of free speech. This caught some people off guard, perhaps. It's not always easy, is it?
Well, he's got the most difficult job, and you got to give the commissioner a lot of credit, staying true to who he is and what he feels the league is about, and able to tell that story to the world, and not just here nationally, but internationally.
Sacrifice money that was coming into the league for values that he thought were important.
Bottom line, freedom is not free.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Here's Irving. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Brown against James. He hits it from 9.
James clearly one of the best offensive talents of all time in the NBA. A special scorer with what seems to be a limitless arsenal.
Green finds Irving. To the middle. High post try. Again, the Nets for 2.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for the Nets. With the All-Star game almost here, let's see how the West is shaping up. Look at the Lakers, holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far.
You know, for Los Angeles, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Finishes the break with a slam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
You ask around, more and more team trainers focused on the importance of sleep for peak performance. Is that something that you ever paid attention to, Kenny, when you were playing?
Yes. I never played an NBA game, maybe very few, without taking a nap on the game.
But how about like a night's sleep? Did you say, I got to get 7 hours? I got to get 8 hours?
I would say my thing was I would set my timer for 12:30 a.m. to make sure that I'm in bed by 12:30. So that would be my alarm clock, not to wake up, but to go to bed by that time.
Greg?
Yeah, my nap was more important than my night of sleep. Because also back then we traveled, like after games, a lot of times you didn't get to the next city to 2, 3 in the morning, and you're still wired up. So like that nap, man, was vital.
Vital.
That's good from Harris.
You know, he was waived after his second year in the league, guys, but Joe Harris didn't let that stop him. He improved his skills, and he's carving out a nice career for himself.
Morris outside. To halt the run, sinks the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Nets leading by 6. Harris outside. Over Morris. Harris's shot is off.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Outside Matthews. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. No good on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Green with the ball. Matthews covering. For 3. Here's Harrell. And he converts the layup. And now it's just a 4-point Nets lead.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Here's Green. And that one drops. And the Nets lead by 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Caruso. Here's Morris, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And something from your era that is always talked about, Kenny, hand checking. How big a difference did hand checking make for defenders?
Oh, it made the game easier for defenders, without question. You know, I actually, our series with Greg is the reason there's no hand checking. Because Derek Harper,
There was so much.
he was so aggressive
The
with the
best,
hand.
I always felt that was a guy. I mean, first of all, he was big and strong, and when he put that hand on you, it felt good, didn't it, kid? He liked that. He liked that.
You could feel it, right? That's what you're saying. You could feel
And he
it.
could literally guide you where he wanted you to go.
Without question.
Harris on the double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Nets leading by 6. Outside Irving, beyond the arc. Morris with the rebound.
and close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
1:04 left in the first. Horton Tucker, the pass to Morris. Just 5 on the clock. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. And the pass to Irving. Plays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 12.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Caruso looking for an opening. Horton Tucker, the pass to Harris. And Harris slams it in.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
They kick it out to Green. Nets passing it around. Fires top of the key. And it's Shamet missing. Here's Caruso. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Matthews. Markieff Morris is out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward. Last season, the G League testing a single-shot free throw rule to speed things up. One shot that can be worth more than 1 point. Kenny, any thoughts?
No, I don't like that. Okay, because I'm fouling you because you can't shoot. It's a lot of times. So I'm going to put you on the line, and you got to get 2 for 2. And because the game is stopped. There's no defense in front of you. You're at the free throw line. It's only 15 feet away. Come on, Shaq. I mean, come on, guys. Like, you can make a free throw.
No, but I think the other thing, for philosophically, you really change the game, right? Because what if you make one and miss one?
Yeah.
And you're up 2. Now it's 3. So now if you say I only got to make 1 to get 2, you completely change the game.
Oh, but think about this even, Greg. End of the game. And you need to miss 1 and make 1.
That's
so instead of getting the 2 points, you actually want to only make 1 because you're down 3. And you want to miss the second on purpose to try to man.
And I'm a progressive guy. Like I do like to see how we can have the game evolve, but I do also want to make sure we keep the strategy in the game.
Brownie's checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Irving. Here's James. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 6 points for LeBron.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters. Andre Jordan, number 1. In the third spot, Montrezl Harrell.
Both of these guys have been shooting with tremendous efficiency as the month has gone on. I don't know who's going to outdo who.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Kuzma.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Kevin Durant missing all of last year, recovering from that torn Achilles tendon. Now, in his first full season with the Nets, what do you expect from him? Where is he going to go?
Well, he's going to have to adjust his game. But, Greg, man, have you ever seen anybody come back from an Achilles injury?
I mean,
at that age?
We've seen him come back, but we've not seen anybody get back to where they were. And he's got a long way to go because of where he was. I mean, he wasn't just a great player. He was an all-time great. So I think we're all rooting for him to get there. But, you know, it's going to be a challenge.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. No good on the three. Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
Nets leading by 3. Green with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma. Pass to Green. Here's Luau. He had 15 points last outing. Buries the long-range jumper.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Gasol dishes to Schroeder. Here's Kuzma. Kicks it out to James. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Schroeder against Harden. And it's Schroeder missing. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. LeBron, no luck.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And stolen by LeBron. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Nets leading by 6. Harden outside. Shoots over Kuzma. Passes to Luau. Over James. Jordan. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 8 points.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
It's off his foot, and the ref's saying he kicked it. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Brown against LeBron. Clock at 6. Schroeder outside. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. He's got 5.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Here's Brown, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For Brooklyn, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Brown.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free, and they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And the Nets making a change here. Harris is checked in. And Brown drops them both. Now James. 32 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Schroeder against Brown. Gasol trying to free himself up.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Jordan kicks to Brown. Floats one up. Here's Jordan, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
Hey, when you're as big and strong as Jordan is, you expect to get hit. You expect contact. And Jordan doesn't let it bother him.
Here's James, and he drops in the layup off the glass. LeBron's got 8 points.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Harden the pass to Luau. Harden with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. And the shot is good. Harden's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Schroeder outside.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Brooklyn leading by 9. On the wing, Harden. He's guarded by Schroeder. Harden, that's good.
The sweet lefty stroke of Harden, getting it done from mid-range.
LA has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Schroeder passes to James. Shoots over Brown. And it's James missing.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Great positioning on the putback.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
And the Lakers call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Landry Shamet's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Luau. Here's Horton Tucker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Caruso. Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
It's good. And the Nets lead by 15.
Wow, Kyrie right now is on a roll. He's a devastating offensive force once he catches fire.
Pass to Harrell. Outside Matthews. Can they get it? That shot misses. Great D that time from Irving. In the corner, Shamet with it. Inside, Harden, and the layup falls. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Shamet with the steal. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. That one goes. Count it. Irving's got 20. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Caruso, the pass to Morris. And Morris throws it down. And what about our special guest? Kenny, thanks for taking the time to join us, dropping by. Always a pleasure. You add so much to the broadcast.
Man, thanks for having me. This is just great.
Thank you. And Greg, a lot of fun to be joined by Kenny the Jet, huh? As brilliant as he was on the court, he is just as amazing off it.
And, you know, Kenny has this amazing knack for describing what he sees with such clarity. Rare gift, and I'm glad he can share it with us.
Here's Matthews, and throw the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Harden. First in assists.
Green picking up the assist.
Harden, they're really sharing the sugar.
Schroeder against Harden, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Kyrie Irving.
And he's gotten very shaky at the foul line in the last 5 games. Compared to his numbers through the rest of the season, I know he's frustrated, and he'll be desperate to get it turned around here tonight.
And the first one drops. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career. Maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that. But I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
Harrell, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Harrell's got 8.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
Harden dishes to Jordan. The pass to Harden. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Free throw good, James Harden.
One of the hardest and trickiest covers in the league. Harden, not just a superb scorer, but also an amazing passer, which really makes him really hard to guard.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And stolen by Irving. Shot, high post. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
To the paint. Here's Harrell. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
The Nets making a switch here. Shamet's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Caruso's checked in. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. 22 is their biggest lead. Now, here's Shamet. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Irving can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, he's fantastic at playing to his strengths. Doesn't get outside of himself. I mean, when he's scoring at an efficient clip like that, he's hard to stop.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Wesley Matthews checked in for the Lakers.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Jordan. This past month, he's really set himself apart. First in shooting percentage, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Outside, Green. Pass to Luau. 5 on the clock. Pops it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
Here's Caruso. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here they come from 18 feet away. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards.
And looking at that Jazz matchup, this is what the fans have been wanting to see. Two of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as the team to beat.
Nets leading by 14. Back to Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 26.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's covered by Shamet. Here's Matthews, and it's blocked by Jordan.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Caruso kicks to Matthews. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Matthews has got 6.
Remarkable poise from Wesley Matthews. Looks like he's very comfortable shooting as soon as that ball hits his hands.
Shamet, the pass to Green. Back to Shamet. Passes it to Luwawu. Just 4 to shoot. Over Morris. No good from Luwawu.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Irving bringing a little more intensity to the defensive end there, using his speed to get ahead of that shot.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Bruce Brown comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Both shots good from the stripe. You grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Lobbed up there for Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Yep, it counts. Matthews has got 8 points in the quarter.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Irving double teamed. Harris dishes to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's Brown missing. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Horton Tucker, the pass to Harrell. And he makes that one. And that's 13 points for Montrezl Harrell.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Pass to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And so it's Brooklyn.
Increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
And the Lakers have possession. Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 6. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Brooklyn on defense. Shooter passes to Kuzma, and they double up James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Love the size and athleticism Kuzma possesses. He uses both of them well to draw these fouls.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 5. And both free throws good for Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're in front by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
2 shots.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Buries it from outside.
This dude, folks, has ice in his veins when the game is tight. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
That's right. No other option but to foul and push and misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
LeBron outside, fires from deep. But they'll get another chance.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Kyrie, very few can match your offensive creativity. So how do you integrate that into the team system?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.